In the beginning of the 1980s, the Soviet Union was transforming Hollywood fantasies into reality. In 1982, they put into service the first self-propelled laser complex, the 1K-11. According to the concept, this machine was supposed to detect enemy armored cars on the battlefield, determine the location of their optical instruments, and hit them with a precisely directed laser beam. The laser could work in a weak mode for target designation of guided weapons and in a strong mode, in this case at a distance of about 5 to 7 kilometers. Optical cells of optical systems and transmitting tubes of cameras were sensitively damaged. With the appropriate combination of circumstances, an enemy tanker looking through an optical device could catch a serious burn of his retina. The laser was aimed at the target horizontally by turning the tower. Although the Soviet Union attempted to keep the plan secret, the Pentagon managed to obtain drawings from defectors, and the Western intelligence services codenamed this unique tank the Stiletto. The Stiletto was accepted for service but was not mass-produced. Only 2 experimental machines were made. They are formally still in service with the Russian armed forces. But the development continued, and in December of 1990, a new self-propelled laser complex was finalized, the 1K-17. While resembling to the TOS-1 multiple rocket launcher, the barrels did not hold rockets but multi-line lasers. Each had its own frequency band and internal guidance system. Because of its powerful generator and power plant, the laser gun was mounted on the chassis of the heavy MSTAS self-propelled gun. The photographs show that the self-propelled gun had 12 lasers, 2 rows of 6, and associated optics, a laser rangefinder and aiming lens, and 2 sights, a day sight and a night sight. Each laser has its own instruments for aiming. A dozen individual lenses amplified the main beam as huge batteries allowed the vehicle to fire multiple shots in rapid succession. The laser guns were capable of burning out all enemy optics within direct line of sight in fractions of a second. When there was a contact with the enemy armored vehicles, Soviet laser tanks simply would blind them, making any aimed fire impossible. The energy beam would have twice the range of a normal gun. The weapon comprised a solid-state laser with energizing lights similar to those of the American Zeus remote demining system. Potential targets of the laser complex are tanks, self-propelled artillery systems, and even low-flying helicopters. Having discovered the target by means of radar, a complex pursued its laser sounding, trying to detect optical equipment through blinking lenses. Localizing the electronic eye, the device hit it with a powerful laser pulse, blinding or burning out the sensing element. The range of the laser is a classified information. However, it is known that the previous version, the Stiletto, could hit targets at a distance of up to 7 kilometers, that is practically at any distance from which the object was visible. In the middle part of the tower, the operators' workplaces were located. A commander's turret with a 12.7 mm anti-aircraft machine gun was also installed on the roof. But while very impressive on the drawing board, this must be set against the laser's main disadvantage, the need for a clear line of sight in order to hit the target. Shooting at point-blank range in combat conditions is also hampered by terrain relief, rendering such system largely impractical. But, as evidenced by US and Chinese activity, the use of lasers against guided missiles, helicopters and drones is a strong incentive for further development. In 1992, the first prototypes roll out of the factory, and according to various sources, more than 10 vehicles have been produced. But the economic chaos in the wake of the Soviet collapse forced the government to cancel the entire program. But one high-ranking official of the Russian government once publicly let it to slip that platforms were practically ready.